watch you go. And haven't seen my girl since then. Why can't it be the way it was? 'Cause you are my homie, lover, and friend. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I can't lie, I miss you much. Watching every day that goes by, I miss you much. Till I get you back, I'm gonna try. Yes, I miss you much. 'Cause you are the apple of my eye. I miss you much. I miss you. I can't lie, I miss you much. Watching every day that goes by, I miss you much. Till I get you back, I'm gonna try. Yes, I miss you much. 'Cause you are the apple of my eye. I miss you much. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I want you to fly with me, want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me, miss how you lie. Just wish you could dine with me, wish you could dine with me. One that'll grind with me, one that'll grind with me. I want you to fly with me, want you to fly. I miss how you lie with me, miss how you lie. Just wish you could dine with me, wish you could dine. One that'll grind with me, one that'll grind. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now, nah, nah. We need to link up right now, nah, nah.
Hello everyone, how is everyone going? Let me just sort this out here for a second. No, that's not it. Okay, that is obviously so big. Right, I need. What should I do? And move across about there. Perfect. Right, that looks good, and disable that. Wonderful. Okay, so if you guys can hear me, welcome. Okay, I don't like doing that, so let me disable that just to confirm that I'm alive but well. So this is going to be a simple flight from Amsterdam to Vienna, which is around 1 hour and 40 minutes flight. Now I'm not going to fit another flight in, it's just going to be 2 flights and and a good easy flights in fact. So the aircraft we're in is of course the A320, the classic A320, which she's currently switched off at this current point in time. Okay, so I need to do is fix up my positions that I feel comfortable with. One of these days I'm going to have GSX and all that jazz, but at this current stage I'm just going to stick with what we have. Okay, so she's completely off. She is completely off, and we are just setting some things up. So I need to go up. There you go. Okay, that is perfect for now. I need to deal with sort out air traffic control, make it so that it's set perfectly and not oversized. Get rid of that. Okay, so we are here at Amsterdam, and what we can do now is start the beast up and load some passengers on board our super aircraft. That's what she said. So let's get the external power up settled, and let's get the ground service set, the doors open, and I'll have that one open as well. But really I needed a cargo door. Nah, pretend that the cargo door is already in place. Okay, now we need to deal with the fuel. So ground services, nope. Fuel load, load spreadsheets, blah 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 blah. Load that and start boarding and load the fuel at the same time. So since I don't have GSX, the ground flooring or that just probably not going to exist. It's boarding. It's boarding. It is boarding. Right, now I set this up. So we have the cabin and the cabin doors are open. Shit. Right, that is done. You load this up. Perfect.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Okay, X.
Batteries,
Set on.
electrical power,
External power is on.
navigation lights,
Set on.
engine master,
Both off.
engine mode selector,
Checked normal.
landing gear lever,
Checked.
parking brake,
Off.
flaps,
Checked position.
speed brake lever,
Checked retracted.
thrust levers,
Idle.
transponder mode,
Checked standby.
radio control panel,
Set on.
ECAM recall,
Checked.
anti-skid,
On.
Flight director.
On.
Emergency lights.
Checked and armed.
No smoking signs.
Set on.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Probe window heat.
Auto.
Air condition.
Checked.
Ventilation panel.
Is checked.
Electric panel.
Checked.
Fuel pumps.
On.
Hydraulics.
Is checked.
Acubrake pressure.
Checked.
Ground proximity warning system.
On.
Electronic flight control system.
On.
ADIRS.
Checked.
Emergency equipment.
Is checked.
Checklist complete.
Okay. Right, now let's get this this preparation down for the flight. Okay, so I might as well control the fuel. Yeah, I'm not interested in fuel. So we're going from E ham. So it's going to be E for Emily, H for, well, ham, A for Amy, and M for man, manified, slash L for look, O for off, W for with, and another W for, that's what she said. Okay, so line at ILS, thank you very much. Flight number, 79, 45, 45. Cost index is going to bear 18 by hour. And cruise altitude, since it's only short, I'm going to stay at 25,000 feet. Because I can. Because I can. Back to flight, Nate. That's still loading in. Okay. Come on. Gearbird primary last. Yeah. It always takes time to load in, doesn't it? Set. Well, since the passenger's boarded shortly, I'll put in landing 29, I believe. ILS 29. Insert. And we're taking off at 27. Any one of those? Yeah. Only one. Only one. That's what she said. Runway 23. That is fine. Flaps to toe. Yes. See this? Some of this stuff doesn't work. Yeah, this side works, but not that side. Huh. Doesn't really matter in a way. Right, I need to do is check if this is clear. Okay, we take off and do the hokey pokey. We follow the line of death. Yeah, that's fine. So back to that. Do that. Preference flight plan back to normal. Make that 20%. Why the weather's not working? Why isn't the weather working? Weather. That's why. No. Well, I'm going to close the doors anyway. Okay, doors close and close. Return.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Yes.
Before start checklist.
Windows and doors.
Closed and locked.
APU.
Set on.
APU bleed.
On.
External power.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin signs.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Set on.
Bearer reference.
Checked. 1013.
1013. Check. Beacon lights.
On.
Checklist complete.
Beacon on. Already done it. Already done it. Okay, now I need to talk to the ground control that I want to take off. Wow. You don't want to work for me. Wonderful. Wonderful. Where do I need to go? 27. Oh boy. Okay, gotcha. Okay, found 27. That one there. I think. Fucking Nora. Ah. Yeah, it's 27. So it's where 18 is. Okay, what I can do is push back to my right. I've got to do that anyway, so push back to my right.
Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, sir.
Ground, we have ATC clearance for push and start. Please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Roger. The ground equipment and stairs are clear, all doors are closed. Steering pin is in position and we're ready when you are, Captain.
Start pushback.
Roger, sir. Please release your
Parking
brakes.
brakes released.
Start and pushback. You can start both engines at your discretion, Captain.
Starting
Okay.
engine 2. Starting number 1.
Alright, engine is starting up.
Engine 1 is stabilized.
And pushback is complete, Captain. Please set your
Parking brakes are set.
Okay then.
Yes, I'm waiting.
After start checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
APU bleed.
Set off.
APU master.
Set off.
Ground spoilers.
Set.
Rudder trim.
Set.
Pitch trim.
Reset that. Pitch trim is set.
Flight controls.
Right, flight control. We need to put this on. Right, left.
Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Check. Flaps.
Check.
Flaps 2.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Ecam status.
Checked.
Ecam door page.
Checked.
Hand signal.
Received.
Checklist complete.
Right. So I can talk to the ATC now. No, I can't. Going to be a long taxi. Even though I don't know where the flip am I'm going.
Seeing checklist.
No slide.
Set on.
Brake check. Brake check. Brake check.
Pedal pressed. Checked 0.
Check. Auto brakes.
Max.
Takeoff data.
Reviewed.
FCU.
Set.
Slide instruments.
Checked.
Check. TO config.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Interesting. I'll put it back to normal. Put that to 5. Okay. Whizbot coming in with a Whizbot. ATC's really playing up, aren't you? Oh, flip, made a mistake. Made a mistake. Made a stupidity mistake. Well, don't sneeze in my carpet, boys. Well, that line ended. Whip made another mistake. Flip. You know what? Flip this. That's what happens if you don't get proper airport charts. $27. Right, get closer, and brake. Right, I'll wait here because I need to sort out the damn traffic controller as usual. But since we're lined up, ignition that.
Flight attendants, seats for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake fans.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
TCAS.
Not good. It's not working.
TARA, tilt above.
Exterior lights.
Set on.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Checklist complete.
Yeah, well, I'm not. West. And of course, the braking. Come on, why isn't ATC actually working? Flipping Noah. Maybe it needs to be in nav. Nah.
Takeoff. Man, toga, SRS and runway.
The lag.
Power set.
Get in center lane.
100 knots.
Checked.
Beat 1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Navigation.
Check.
Autopilot on.
Gears up. Lights off.
Climb thrust. And the after takeoff checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
Flaps.
Checked retracted.
Landing gear.
Gear up, lights off.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
Hacks.
Both on.
Anti-ice.
Off.
TCAS.
Checked.
Altimeter.
Standard.
Checklist complete.
Not working.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Lights off.
Off.
West Virginia. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. There it is. Loads of people still do FSX. Difference is, mine is heavy customized with OBEX to the point that you think it's sealed FSX. Well, you can tell actually, because the clouds. But welcome to the channel. Loads of people do still do FSX. Well, not many that streams, to be honest. Thank you for the follow, appreciated. Coming through nicely. Did it work? Live. Streamlabs, yeah, run it again because I can. There we go. So we're about 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go. I usually have it on editor so I can move the overlays, but not really. Set it to that so I can sit. Okay, back in the cockpit. And let's just be the co-pilot. We left Amsterdam like 2 days ago. Not really. So let's use the. Really? You got it yesterday? Huh? Yeah. No, you literally got it yesterday. So that means you are new. What's the best first add-on for FSX do you think? Well, you're talking about freeware or payware? You can go and do a lot of freeware stuff, or if you're really interested in getting into it, you can go straight into payware. But payware add-ons are not cheap, so if you really want to go that direction, it's not cheap. But there's so much freewares. So much freewares you can do.
Descent preparation checklist.
So much free
Seatbelt
stuff
signs?
to do. Absolutely incredible.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Landing information.
Received.
Altimeter.
Standard.
Bearer radio.
Checked.
Checklist complete.
Engine's fine, config. Stats. Normal. Engine's normal. Freeware. There's loads of websites. Loads of sites. Now I can give you some links in a second to the sites that I use a lot. But let me
Initiating
descend
descent.
FMA
to
check.
10,000 feet and I will send you some good links to freewares. Freeware sites. Okay, there's loads of them. If you do Google search, there's loads of them. But the main two websites that I use are these two. One's called Simvation. Main menu. Mostly freewares, not really. Not freeware aircraft, doesn't really affect the FPS. But you have to keep in mind that FSX is a very old game. 2006 simulator was released in 2006. Also, it's only a 32-bit system. Most games and most simulator games now are 64-bit system, where this game, or simulator I should say, it's only a 32. Also, it only supports the maximum of 4 gigabytes of memory, 4 gigs of memory. And so if you go over the 4 gigs memory, it can cause issues, because most games now can support more than 4 gigs. Or P3D can support up to 16 or 32 gigs, but P3D only supports 4. That's the max that the game takes, which is a shame. That's why everyone's kind of moving off of FSX and moving along to P3D, because P3D or X-Plane. So that's the situation. So those are the two websites that I literally use all the time for freewares. You can get freeware airplanes, freeware add-ons, you can get freeware scenery. To be honest, there is a lot of freewares. But to keep in mind, there are freewares and you're not going to get what you get. There's, end of the day, they're freewares. Okay, coming down to 10,000 feet. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Simulator. Okay, and this is the last link. Maximum of 10 a day. Damn. Right. And there's all my add-ons I use. But to be honest, the flight community has a lot to offer. They're small, they're not big, but big enough that everyone support each other. There's guys like Matt Davis, Shuri, those kind of guys. Right, I am. I'm 12 minutes out, guys, and I'm going down to 10,000 altitude 10,000, and I'm at 280. So what we're flying is a EasyJet A320 200 series A320. This aircraft's from Eurosoft. It's payware from Eurosoft. This particular one I got is from the Steam store itself as a DRC, I think. No, I got it off. No, I got it off the actual website, not Steam. And the everything basically works apart from this console. This button doesn't work. That printer doesn't work. Engines, all that jazz works. Okay, so we are heading to the next waypoint. So I'm going down to 10,000 feet. And then we go from there. Speeds of 276, which I'm currently doing now, 276. I need to contact the nearest airport, which is going to be LOWW. So I'm still far out, because like I said, I'm about 11 minutes out. Right, so snow marking zone is switched on. And once we're below 10,000 feet, we turn on the landing lights on and the seatbelt sign on. Have you heard of Project Fly any chance? So what made you getting into simulator world? To be honest, FSX is a very, very good simulator to start off with. For any newbie, for any guys who just started flying, FSX is probably the #1 simulator for starting with, because #1, it's cheap, absolutely cheap. It's only about 10 quid, and I got it for £5 on special. And then you can learn from it, and as you go along, you build your reputation up, like I have, even though I'm still learning today. And so I'm using OBEX, this is OBEX and all that jazz. So if you're wondering why my simulator looks different, because I'm using a lot of stuff. But we're coming at 10,000, almost at 10,000. So what altitude? You know what? To double check, I'm going to go down to 9,500. Doing 276. Okay, terrain. What terrain? Why did I switch that on? There's no terrain. Project Fly. If you don't know what Project Fly is, I can give you a link for that as well. Project Fly. I'm on Project Fly, which is a very good system. Matt Davis created Project Fly. Project Fly is it does overlays. What you see now, it has radar, so you can see who else is on. It tracks people from VATSIM or FS Cloud. It tells you, but basically all you need to it's a very good system. That's what most people use, even myself. Everyone uses Project Fly just about. Okay, so we are landing on 27. So, okay, descending is perfectly fine. So it's going to be 1013. Check. Radiator 250, 4 flaps, wind 168 by 5 knots. I'm actually only 13 years old and always have loved it since I was like 4 years old. I've never been able to afford a PC, and I've got my dad's older PC now. It's not the best, but it can handle FSX. What kind of specs does your PC have? We'll mention this that with FSX is the more add-ons you put into it, more scenery, more third-party plugins, more add-ons to the more stuff you have on it, especially the scenery and the high details cloud. You have to be careful that it can cause some bad FPS performance. And depending on your hardware as well, you need a good graphics card as well, because mine is on medium to high, and at the moment, at my card is at 100%, because it's still trying to load in all the details from the scenery in the clouds. Don't want to know. Whip. Okay. Let me guess. Windows 98. Okay. We're coming up to the altitude. Wonderful. So landing lights are on. Seat belts are switched on. Right. I need to go down to 6,000 feet. Go down to 6,000 feet for the next waypoint. I have like almost 1200 hours in the simulator. And eventually I will move to P3D. Even I've tried most of the add-ons I have. I tried to get add-ons that support FSX as well as P3D. But most of the aircrafts that I want, like the 777, the 757, the 74547, and also the 737-800 Max series, you have to buy it twice. Where you buy it for FSX, but you can't use it for P3D. Okay, we into the clouds. The weather is a bit magnified. It's very bad, I know. Well, it's Windows 1 then. Eventually you get a proper system. Can I tune in now? Back. Nearest airport to me. No. Right, speed. It's fine, I need to do that. Put my camera down. Right, coming up to 6,000 feet, boys. And we're almost here. Either zoom out on the GBS. We're not that far. There's the runway. So there's the runway coming in, turning, and landing. And FMC 6,000 feet. That's fine. Start at 6,000 feet, and then 3,000 is the next one. But come on, ATC. It's not up there yet. How long? 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes left. Gonna be nice approach. Don't even have my headset. I don't even have my headset on, so I can't hear what my engine sound like. Oh, it's loud. It's loud. It's loud, baby. Take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia. Now to mama. Okay, different camera angles. And a black screen of death. Whip. Do you have a joystick? I do, but I never use it. I do have a joystick. I'm thinking of get a professional Logitech HX85 or something, but it's just coming up with the money. But at the moment I've got just a basic Logitech, old in fact, had it for about 8 years now, joystick, or I can use a Xbox controller. But I use an Xbox controller because it's just small, wireless, I can place it on my desk and I don't have to worry about having extra equipment, especially if you set the aircraft up to have your pilot set up. You don't need to have all that bonkers. You don't need to have all that nonsense, you know. Alright, 6,000 feet, let's go down to 5. Let's go down to 5, boys. Right, your toe brakes set to low with the brake fan switched on. Hopefully this airport is not too heavy. This is the first time I landed here, so I'm not sure what this airport's like. And it's supposed to be over there somewhere. Over here. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Seatbelt switched on, lights are on, beacons lights are on, flaps will go on in a second. It's not night time yet. There you go. Right. Time to go down to 3,000. 4,000 feet. And the next waypoint's 3,000. DJ Ethan, come on, fly with me, let's fly. You got that song in your head now. Come fly with me, come fly away. It's like a dream. Yes, we are about to land. FPS is 14 at the moment, which is naturally not too bad. Whip. Yep. You see that icon there? Or it looks like a building. That's where the airport is. It's just forward a bit. I probably can zoom out. There it is. It's there. Is it? No. Yeah, well. I need to get coming up. Yep, 3,000. Time to go down to 3,000. Set that to 20. Alright, as I said, I will put the approach on the Autopilot 2. On. Is the stream looking good? I'm dropping 161% of frames, which is 0.1%. DJ Ethan, how's your first show went last night, man? Was it any good? Haven't heard from you in regards to how good it was. Now I need to tune into, there it is. Tune into the tower, request full stop landing.
Tower 7945 is 18 miles north with Lima to land. 7945, Wien Tower.
2,500.
Runway 3.
Approach checklist.
Beacon status.
Checked.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
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 Cabin signs.
Checked.
Nav accuracy.
What have you
Checked.
said?
Bearer reference.
Standard.
Checklist complete.
Oh man. No links allowed to. You're not allowed to post a link.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing.
Even though I should add that to the whitelist. Stream corner. But welcome the IGN members, International Gamers Lurk, Stream Corner /TV Internationals. Yep. I will thank you for posting that link and reminding me. What I will do is I'll add that into Wizbot and MooBot to be whitelisted, and so that if that link comes in my channel, it be allowed. Okay, set that to normal. I can't put my flaps on yet.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
Not yet, yeah. I'm gonna get overpower. 20 seconds. IGN hype. Or you can do this next time. IGN hype. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are approaching. Forgot what it's called. Hello. I'm not good with announcements. Okay, once we get to 3,000 feet, the speed will go down to 187. So we'll be landing at around 100 and we'll be landing around between about 140. We'll be landing at 137 knots. 180 is a bit high. That's what she said. Right, so that purple line's going to come down, that will ignition, and I'll put in the autopilot and all that jazz once we turn around. I hope it's going to be a good landing. Right.
2,500.
Yes. Slowing down, flaps 1. Shut up.
$2,500.
Yes, I know I'm at 2,500. Please. I wish it was raining. So many trees. Pretty much cloud. Pretty much fields upon fields. There we go. You can see the runway lights if you go look closer. Texture's a bit blurry, but it does that. We'll be landing at that direction, so we should be turning any soon. Any second, any soon. Turn, my baby. Turn. Turn. So, Mr. Sim, I'll call you Mr. Sim. You want to be a real life pilot when you grow up? Okay, we are turned. Actually, that is a long runway from here. That's pretty long. Looks long. Right. Returning, boys. Returning, boys. Laps 2.
Speed check. Flaps 2.
It's slowing down to
Speed check. Flaps 3.
the autopilot.
Second autopilot is on.
Let's turn around.
Flaps full.
Localizer
full.
alive. Flaps full.
Check. Oh, shut up.
2,500.
Right slope captured. Localizer captured.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Landing gear going down. Landing gear going down. There we go, coming in. Okay, boys. Looking good, 30 FPS. There it is. It is set to unlimited.
Landing checklist.
Landing gear.
Down and
Check.
locked. 3 greens.
Ground spoilers.
Checked and armed.
Transition altitude.
Low.
Exterior lights.
Acknowledge.
On. Checked.
Go around altitude.
1013. Checked.
1-0-1-3.
Checked.
Check.
No blue.
Checklist complete.
Okay, doing 137 knots. 137 knots, that's fine. Cost index is 18, that's how I set it. Another one across here. I'm going on this. That is the long runway, I've got to admit that. It's perfect for the engine off the 225. TR only. Got 2 twos.
Inbound visual, runway 34, approach. 489er, Wien powered, make straight in, runway 34, altimeter 292.
Huh?
Make straight in, runway 34, 489er.
Log inhabit? What's that post? What? Oh dear. What's that post? Why that's in? Yeah, that's what she said.
500.
Wien powered, 43097 at runway 34, ready for takeoff.
400.
Frankfurt, 43097.
100 above.
Runway 34.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Check.
One 100. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
7945, contact ground on 121.6.
Ground spoilers. Reverse screen.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34.
Right, and full flaps.
489er.
There we go.
Runway 34.
Oh, what he said? Well,
Going to
70 knots.
121.6. 7945.
copy that, and we put that back out. Rotate the flaps.
Manual brakes.
Auto brakes off.
489er.
And turn that on. Put that down. Yes, we have landed, boys. Minus 271. Okay, tuning to that. Request taxi to gate.
7945, taxi to the gate. 7945, taxi to gate Golf 37 via taxiway Alpha 7 Echo X-ray 12.
APU on.
APU on. Copy
After landing checklist.
To gate Golf 37.
Exterior lights.
Taxiway Alpha 7
Checked.
Echo
Ground
X-ray
spoilers.
12.
Checked retracted.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Flaps.
Checked retracted.
TCAS.
Checked standby.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
APU.
On.
Checklist complete.
Thank you for joining EasyJet. Do 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 do. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Put that back to normal. It's normal, checked. Blah, 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 blah. Right, we are be parking here, boys, it seems. Why am I slowing down? Come on, come on, come on.
Wing ground, Soar 89029er, request taxi to the gate. Soar 89029er, taxi to gate Golf 46,
Right.
using taxiway Bravo 9er, Delta, Echo, X-ray 34, Echo, Echo, X-ray 33, Echo, X-ray 24.
Stop. Right, put the parking brake on, ignition. Now turn off engine 1 and 2. Right, now
And the
we
parking checklist.
turn on that, and that, return,
Parking brake and chocks.
ground surface, set,
Chocks are
and
set.
set.
Parking brakes released.
Engine master.
Both off.
Seatbelt signs.
Turn them off.
Set off.
Beacon
Set
lights.
off.
Set off.
Exterior lights.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Set off.
Checklist complete.
Done. And complete the flight. Complete. Right guys, we have here, and there's no GSX unfortunately. Okay, so what else can we fly? We're currently in current time. Yeah, let's do current time. A320. Gonna be Thomason Cookson Airline. We are currently in this location. Okay, ignore the time. Need to do that again. Current time, ignore the time. Thomason. Oh no, it's not. It's easy. EasyJet UK. Current time A320 14, and we are right. Okay, we have the next flight planned. Right, we have the next flight planned, so it's going to be Flight number is going to be 4734. That is EZY. LOWW to EDDB. Okay, add book flight. EasyJet UKK IFR book flight. Okay, now let me go into SimBrief. Alright, SimBrief. Log in. Right. Dispatch your flight. So flight number airline EZY. Flight number is going to be 4734 from LOWW. It's going to be the A320 pack to EDDB, whip no and B. Abort B. There you go. EED, is it? EDDB. Double check that. Yeah, but it's correct. Oh, that's loading. I can do is have to wait 30 seconds. So fuel load is set. It's still aborting. They're still walking off. Timeout. Okay, 473 LOWW EDDB LOWW. It keeps timing out. Let me restart this dispatch system. Sights down. Flip. Okay, let me do this again. Dispatch. Great. EZW, flight number 4734, 4734, is it 34? Departures LOWW to EDDB. Right, it's going to be A320-200. Cargo is going to be Yorto. Reserved fuel is going to be 18.1%. Okay, don't like that route. Right, so we're going to take off 29 and we're going to land at 25 right. Okay, so now we generate the flight plan. While that's generating, I go to SimBrief downloader. Right, cost index. Right, so we have the flight plan set. Cost index is going to be 12, and all the information's up there that I need. Right, SimBrief, LOE that needs to be refreshed. Right, while that's going, I can load the field and start boarding the passengers. Right, so LO download, close for Airbus and FSX, close. Right, say goodbye to SimBrief, exit. Project flight, dispatch, import flight, EDDD, open, fly now. Okay, so we are checked. Right, put that on standby. APU on. Weather is set to switched on, that is fine. Engine is off. Set the parking brake. Load up the fuel. Put that to plan. 50%. Right, now let's go into. So we are going from L0 ww/E EDDB, so EDDB, load that in. Right, flight number, it's going to be, okay, so I'm just going to put ZY in for now and type in the flight number 43 I believe, 34 I mean, 34, that's a flight number. Cost index is going to be 12. Flight altitude is going to be the same as before, 25,000 feet. Okay, flight plan. So we are taking off at runway 29. It would be going to be landing at EDDB is going to be 25 right. So we put in the 25 right. So look for 25 right. Now you know what? Let's do ILS 25. ILS 25 left. ILS 25 right, put that in, insert, and then we need to clear the flight discontinually, clear that, clear. Now we go and check. So we take off, fly around here. You know what, I can remove, make sure I've got enough fuel, I can remove ww293, so I'll go to clear, ww293, and clear that, clear, insert. Right, put that to 40%. I might as well do the same for WW2. Yeah, WW. Insert. Can I remove anything else? That's fine. Put that back to 20. Put that to here. Right, now I need to do is check my final checklist.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Engine master.
Both off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked
Set the
normal.
flaps to 2.
Parking brake.
On.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
ECAM recall.
Checked.
Anti-skid.
On.
Emergency lights.
Checked
Flaps
and
to
armed.
No
check,
smoking
copy
signs.
that.
On.
Air condition.
Checked.
That is
Ventilation
set to
panel.
nav.
Is checked.
Fuel pumps.
Okay, that needs to go off.
Set on.
Adheres.
Checked.
Checklist complete.
Okay, turn that off. Now I need to do is wait for the passengers to load in properly, but with that we can literally close the doors. So let's close this, or that's closing the ground services. I will set that off, that off, return. Now we can put on the seatbelt sign.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
I need to talk to...
Before start checklist.
Windows and doors.
Closed and locked.
It's going to be 29.
You on.
APU bleed.
Switch
On.
on.
External power.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin signs.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Barrel reference.
Checked. 1013.
1013. Check. Beacon lights.
On.
Checklist complete.
Right, so I need to go literally straight back. And I need to find 29. Okay, so 29 is over there. So I can literally start pushing back. So to push back, just literally .43 meters start. Right, we are
Flight
pushing
deck
back.
to ground.
Release the brake.
Go ahead, sir.
Ground, we have ATC clearance for push and start. Please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Roger.
Roger that, boys. Put that to start.
The ground equipment and stairs are clear, all doors are closed. Steering pin is in position and we're ready when you are, Captain.
Start pushback.
Okay, starting
please release the
pushback.
Parking brakes released.
Start and pushback, you can start both engines at your discretion, Captain.
Copy
Okay.
that. I will. Right, so to start the engine,
Starting
engine on
engine 2.
1, and might as well do engine
Starting
number
number
2.
1.
Put that back to normal. Right, engines are warming up. And while we're doing that, I put the lights on, and since it's getting a little bit dark, I might as well turn that on. Well, the FPS is bad, maybe not. APU bleed is still on, that's fine. Seatbelt switch is on.
Engine 2 is stabilized. Engine 1 is stabilized.
And pushback is complete, Captain. Please set your parking brakes.
Set.
Parking brakes are set.
What?
And Captain, tow bar disconnected, you know steering pin is removed, all clear, signal on the right. Have a good one, sir.
After start checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
APU bleed.
Set off.
APU master.
Set off.
Ground spoilers.
Set.
Rudder trim.
Checked 0.
Pitch trim.
The captain needs some food. Always want some food. Right. What is he saying?
Pitch trim.
Oh, skip.
Flight controls.
Okay, left.
Full left.
Full right.
Full right. Neutral.
Neutral. Set.
Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Check. Flaps.
It's already checked.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
ECAM door page.
Checked.
Hand signal.
Received.
Alright, we are turning, boys. Finishes off at the same. Don't get him up.
Travel to 665 with Oscar, ready to taxi to IFR. World Travel 2665 when ready. Taxi, hold short runway 34. Taxiway Echo X-ray 24. Echo X-ray 33. Echo Bravo 12. Will travel 2665.
What's that wheel track doing? Really? What is that blue shiny thing over there?
Check. Auto brakes.
Max.
Takeoff data.
Reviewed.
FCU.
Checked.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. TO config.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. Right. That's 29 down there. That 747 looks weird like it is. Where's this aircraft going? Right, to refresh. Project fly so I can indicate. Set. Right, that is set. This aircraft's going to take off before me unless it's got a different runway. What? The light's supposed to be on. Why the... Keeps resetting that, doesn't it? There we go. Doesn't really show anyway. Doesn't really show. Supposed to be on, but it doesn't really show. Doesn't really show, my man. Okay. Forklift driver speeding along. Alright, prepare.
Flight attendants, seats for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake fans.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
TCAS.
TARA, tilt above.
Exterior lights.
Set on.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
Third. Right, 29 is here. Right, so turn into the ATC. Okay, do that when I'm brake a little bit as we are turning. We're coming to runway 29. Right. Spin, 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 spin.
Vienna Airport.
Come on. Stop here for a second. Right, it's not going to let me to do that, so with me, with that, forget about it. Full throttle, check, 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 check. Right, put that down a bit.
Take off. Man, toga, SRS and runway.
Check.
Yeah, it's not going to listen to me.
Rotate tower set.
Rotate.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
7945,
Navigation.
you are not cleared
Check.
to take off.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Full flaps off. The
Autopilot on.
switched on. Okay, up we go.
Gears up, lights off.
7945, you are not cleared to take off.
Keeps up. That's fine. That's fine.
7945, you are not cleared to take off.
Right,
Climb thrust.
one that's engaged.
And the after takeoff checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Spoilers.
Services terminated.
Set.
Flaps.
Check retracted.
Landing gear.
Gear up, lights off.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
Tax.
Both on.
Anti-ice.
Off. On. 3.
101.
1,
Great.
3,
Check.
checked.
Checklist complete.